Welcome everyone, we are back with another extremely mediocre episode of the Six Flags Show. I'm doing this solo today. I don't have any... Okay, what's going on? Oh my god. Corporate, get out of here. Get out! Corporate could be watching. They're gonna get us canceled. Caleb, what are you doing? Before we get started, I saw from Coaster Nick that he saw that they're removing the Dragon's Wing right over there by Supergirl, and who knows if it's true. It probably is, but it makes sense because that's the rumored spot of a new attraction. Hopefully that kid RMC coaster that they're maybe going to give us, who knows. Six Flags never says anything, but hopefully that's true. Also, I got an email today from Salim Basul, and which is really strange about this email is it just says from Salim. Like, if I didn't know a guy named Salim, I would have probably just deleted this thing without even opening it because I thought it was some kind of phishing spam or something. But it just says from Salim, and it goes on and on and on, blah blah blah, about some events, yada yada yada. But there's a couple things in here that's interesting. He says, with the launch of paid premium lounges this summer in all our theme parks, you have the opportunity to enjoy unparalleled comfort and relaxation while still being close to the action. What does that mean? Premium lounges? Now, I've been talking about getting a lounge for years on this show. Ever since we had one, we saw one in Six Flags Great America. It was before the pandemic. I was like, this is amazing. We need one in Six Flags St. Louis, and then nothing has ever been seen again. They took the one out of Great America. But I don't know if this is for Diamond members or if this is, it says a paid premium. So what does that mean? Like, in order to access this lounge, you have to buy a ticket for it? Does anyone know what that means? He also says, we're thrilled to report that our guest satisfaction scores have been steadily increasing. I don't know about that one. I'll take your word for it, Salim. They're also introducing Apple Pay and Google Pay across all the parks. Now, I thought they were already there. I don't normally buy anything except for, meal plans that are already prepaid. Also, he has said, I'll be sending a surprise gift to randomly selected Diamond members on a monthly basis. I am a Diamond member. Diamond Plus, or whatever they're called now. So, who knows? Maybe I'll get a free gift sometime this year. Of course, if he watches this show, he probably will make sure I do not receive that gift. So, what do you think about that? I was trying to think of what topic to do because we've covered just about everything. But I was thinking, what if I worked at Six Flags St. Louis? What jobs would I like to do? Obviously, I'm not going to want to do anything in food service because no one wants to eat anything that I cook. Trust me. I really wouldn't want to be a ride operator because I don't think you want to trust me with your life. And I don't want to even mess with that. Customer service? No. Dealing with the public is awful. Kudos to everybody out there that works in customer service, especially in the complaints department, because I'm sure those people get yelled at all day long, and I could not handle that at all. Don't really want to do anything with security because I'm not scaring anybody. I don't want to break up any fights because I would just be laughed at. So, what job could I do? I have a list of 5 things that I think I could do, and I think would be fun. The first one, and I think I'm the only person in St. Louis that this bothers, I want to be in charge of the actual flags outside the park. The 6 flags, technically 12 because there's some by the highway and then some by the entrance. And I'd say for at least half or 3/4 of the year, they only raise one of the 6 of the flags. Why? It's technically 2 because they raise one at the front and one by the highway. And I've been wondering for a couple of years now what the meaning of that is. Every once in a while you'll see all 6, but normally it's 1. I don't understand. Do they not have time to put them up in the morning? the first thing I would do if I was in charge of this, we're going to get rid of the American flags by the entrance of the park. I know. God bless America. I love America. I think we need to bring back the old flags that they used to have. I think it was like the St. Louis flag, maybe Spain, Britain, France. I don't remember what all the 6 were, but they were all different. They were all cool. And if you put up 6 flags that aren't the American flag, you can leave them flying. You don't have to put a light on it. You can just, because of the American flags, you're required by law, I think, to keep a light shining on it at night. But if you don't have an American flag, you can just leave those flags up. And I believe you can leave the American flags up by the highway, because I think there is a light shining on those. I might be wrong. I don't really drive that way at night very often. But if not, we can put up different flags. Number 2, I think I would like to be, I won't say like a secret shopper, but like, or a secret guest, because people would probably recognize me, but some kind of person who just kind of wanders the park and fixes things or tells people what needs to be fixed. I'm not going to fix anything. I have no ability to fix anything, but I can sense what's wrong just by wandering the park. I'm there all the time. I'm like, if something is wrong, I pretty much mention it every video. So hire me and I'll just wander around the park and I will tell the people what needs to be done. Interesting. All right, the third thing I think I would like to do at Six Flags would be in charge of like their social media. They have a TikTok account. It's awful. They post things like, I don't know, once a week maybe. Whoever's in charge of it, I'm sorry, it's just not good. So let me create shorts. Let me create something. In terms of Facebook, eek. They don't post very often. When they do, 1,000 people reply saying, I hate this, I hate that, you took away Holiday in the Park, blah, 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 blah. And someone's watching it because they do reply to the good ones. They'll say, oh, thanks for the question, check out our website. That's pretty much the standard reply. I'll be that person to actually address some of the concerns, do more than just redirect them to the website. And we're going to be posting a lot more pictures and videos or something on multiple social media platforms. I mean, come on. They do almost zero marketing. You don't hear any radio ads. You don't hear any see any commercials anymore. I don't see any billboards. Like, what kind of marketing does Six Flags do? Especially St. Louis. You don't see anything except for what's on like Facebook. So that needs to change. Hire me. The fourth thing I think I would like to do is be like an idea man or someone who thinks outside the box. Try to generate some additional revenue. Right now, I'm just looking at their app and they have some kind of events planned for the year. They have a kids weekend with foam cannons. Yeah, that's fine. Coca-Cola 4th Fest. They do that every year. Hawaiian Luau. Hurricane Harbor. What is Coaster Fest? I don't understand what that is. And then Kids Boo Fest. No. This is lame. These are, I'm sorry, Six Flags St. Louis. I know they probably have zero budget or they're doing what they can do, but they need more effort to try to draw people in the park. Not one single person is going to the park because of any of these events that they weren't going to go to anyway. So we need some ideas. Like, it's not, I don't think it's that super hard to figure out some creative ways to get people in the park. I've mentioned the amphitheater 1,000 times. You can bring in like a Christian group or an old country group or, you know, acts that aren't going to charge the premium price. Like if you can get somebody for $150,000, $200,000 that'll pack that place, especially those Christian groups. I mean, it's not my style of music, but man, those people go crazy for those groups. Or like an old like country group or even local bands that may have a following. I don't know. But I feel like they could generate revenue by day tickets. People are going to have to pay to park. They're going to buy drinks, pretzels, popcorn, whatever, souvenirs. Get people in the park. Also, I was thinking, why don't they try this? They have all this land all around the park, and they also have that patio area with all these like 7 or 8 pavilions that they don't never use. Why don't they clear a little bit of that out and maybe do like campouts? Now, hear me out. You know, like $50 a person. They come in on like a Saturday morning. They bring their own tent and sleeping bag and whatever. And they get to spend all day at Six Flags. And then at the end of the day, they get to come back, have like a bonfire. And then Six Flags can sell them, you know, s'more kits or whatever. Maybe they get like a buffet meal or something, a one meal. But then they're going to have to stay and spend more money on other stuff. Like something, and then, you know, on Sunday morning they leave. It's perfect. In that area, there's already a bathroom, there's a playground. You know, get like 100 tents in there on a weekend or something. Or anything. Like, do something to generate some revenue. Idea, man. That's me. I have 1,000 of them. Those were for free, Six Flags. And when Six Flags hires me, I don't even really want much. You can just give me a free season pass for me and Caleb. Maybe some unlimited macho nacho and a small consulting fee. That's all I want. You don't have to pay me much. Or you could just watch this show, you know, for free. But some of the events you're doing, come on, guys. No. And lastly, why doesn't Six Flags have their own Six Flags show? I mean, no one watches this crap I'm, you know, spewing out right now. Why can't I be the producer of a real Six Flags show in the park, maybe interviewing cast members, managers, whoever, doing videos on procedures on how they start the day, ride maintenance, what goes into creating ideas and food and anything, you know, a weekly show, a daily show, you know, and then put shorts out all over wherever. So an actual Six Flags show, maybe a 30-minute show weekly in the park, interviewing people, interviewing Bugs Bunny for all I care. I'll be the producer. You don't have to pay me much. Unlimited macho nacho is what I ask. So no one wants to see me on camera. I'll just be the microphone guy. But anyway, those were some crazy ideas that I think I'd like to do if I worked at Six Flags. Kudos to all us team members that work there because everyone's wonderful. I don't know how y'all do it half the time. All right, I hope you enjoyed this riveting episode of the Six Flags Show. We're getting closer to opening day, and we will see you next. Wait! May the adventure continue!
Like, subscribe, all.